Hi, I'm Lauren Gordon. I was at the FRA for 3 years and I recently graduated last year. I wanted to study at the FRA because I wanted to go into fashion, but I wasn't really sure what I wanted to do, and I knew that they did like a range of courses, and I am a very creative person, but not in terms of like making clothes and stuff like that, but I knew I wanted to do something creative. I didn't want to kind of go into something boring, so I knew that FRA was right for me, and especially the course that I did, as I knew it studied like a wide range of things in the fashion industry, which is why I decided to do the level 3 in fashion retail, as I knew it covered like buying, merchandising, garment tech, suppliers, sustainability, and I just thought it'd be good to be able to have a taster of everything really. So then after I finished my level 3, I then kind of had the decision, did I want to go to uni or did I want to go into something else? Did I want to go straight into work? And I originally did apply for unis, I got into unis, and then one day my mum actually found the apprenticeship course here at the FRA, and she was like, why don't you just apply for it? It was at Bowden. And I was like, okay, I'll go for it. Didn't think anything of it really. I still kind of had my heart set on university. So I did that, and then I got the job, and I just thought, you know what, that's actually something I would rather do, as I was really unsure of going to university because I knew I wasn't very, I didn't want to do loads of essays. I wasn't very good at writing and everything like that. And I just thought, again, it was something very practical, creative, and again I could just go straight into work, earning whilst learning. So I decided to do that, and also it was good because I could just stay on at the FRA, so it was very easy. I then really enjoyed that, and I ended up working on the accessories team as a product admin assistant. So I worked with merchandising and buying teams, and then so I did that. I worked all week, and then once a fortnight I came into the FRA to study, and then during that time we would just learn a variety of things. After that we would then go home, do coursework, submit it, and during our work time we also had our FRA mentor come into work to make sure, talking to our manager, making sure that we were still on track with everything. So yeah, and I really enjoyed that. I thought, you know what, this is the best. That was the best thing I could have done. So the FRA, what I learned here did help me in my job, because, I mean, for starters, I now work in merchandising, and to be honest, I didn't know what merchandising was before I started at the FRA. I had no clue about it, and now I'm a merchandising admin assistant. So I think it really helped me to kind of look at jobs that you wouldn't know are in the fashion industry. Also, it tells you a lot about suppliers, and now I work on a day-to-day basis with suppliers, just about learning where clothes come from, and again the sustainability aspect of it all. And then also, as I said, other jobs that you wouldn't know that I now work on a day-to-day basis with, like garment technology, I work a lot with, and I didn't know about that. So I do think it does give you like inside industry knowledge that you definitely wouldn't know unless you like came here or worked in that industry. The struggles that I had that I kind of overfaced by coming to the FRA was confidence in presenting, and the FRA helps with that because we have like, is it called industry projects? So yeah, we had industry projects where brands come in. So during my time it was Converse and Topshop. We got to present to them, and it was really scary at the time, but it was a like amazing experience, and you come out of that thinking like, oh, we did really well, like I'm feeling really confident, and it does help you for when you come into the workplace, because you are presenting all the time, presenting in trade on a Monday, or presenting back to your manager, like the work that you've been doing. So I think that was something that the FRA did really help with. I think the best thing is that there's not a lot of boundaries when it comes to like what you want to do with your work. It's very much like you get given a task and you can make it your own. There's not a lot of boundaries. Creatively, you can make the decisions on what you want your projects to be about, what you want your coursework to be about. My last project for my apprenticeship, I got to decide what I wanted to do it on, but it had to relate back to the brand that I was working at. And I thought that was really good, that there is guidance, but then it's also very much you're allowed to decide what you want to do, and making sure that, yeah, they kind of like, the FRA just guides you with your own ideas and how you can expand it in your work. My top 3 things about the FRA was going to Milan. That was very fun, and we learned a lot on there. You got to go with your friends and everything. I think, again, it was very flexible. On my course, it was 2 days a week. I really enjoyed that, because it still gave me time to work on the other days. And then I also think that the mentors and teachers, I mean, they work in the industry as well before, and they give you insights that you wouldn't know, and that they have a lot of knowledge, and they're really good at guiding you and making sure that you can change your work to meet the criteria, but again, staying on what you want to do. No regrets. No regrets. I'm really happy that I came to the FRA. I always talk about it all the time, that it was like a really good point in my life, and I made a lot of friends, I had a lot of fun. I got out what I wanted from education, and I left with a very positive outlook. I left for the job at the end of it, and I still work at that company. And yeah, and as I said, I got promoted there, so must have done something right. So